President Trump issued a trio of executive orders today, including measures that freeze federal hiring. And he made a target on trade. On trade, Trump will be living up to a campaign promise by withdrawing the U.S. from the Trans-Pacific Partnership Trade Deal, or TPP. New at 6, Casey Geraldo explains what it all means for Wisconsin's important dairy industry.
Charles, a chunk of cheese here costs less than a Wisconsin chunk of cheese overseas. That's because companies pay taxes to sell in other countries. Deals like this one aim to level that playing field.
Well, the dairy industry, I think, overall has given the TPP about a letter grade of B.
John Umhefer with the Wisconsin Cheesemakers Association says the Trans-Pacific Partnership presented opportunities to his industry, but could have been better.
We saw access improved into Asian markets, but we were a little disappointed with access into Canada.
Umhefer tells us the dairy industry can already sell in many of the markets, but exporting there can be costly for the company, adding to the price tag on the shelves.
There's supposed to be about $150 million more dairy export opportunity through the TPP.
TPP included 12 countries, 5 of which would have been new markets, according to the Federal International Trade Administration. But that's where the Trump administration takes issue.
When you look at big multinational agreements, multilateral agreements, they're not always in the best interest of the United States.
White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer says the new president wants to see more bilateral nation-to-nation deals.
If any one of the two parties in the agreement decides that at any time they want to get out of the agreement or they're not being treated fairly, they can renegotiate it much easier.
Umhefer does hope withdrawing from TPP will open more negotiations, possibly keeping the Asia trade and opening up more trade with Canada. Umhefer tells me the group will head to Washington soon to meet with the new Secretary of Agriculture and make the point that trade is good for the dairy industry.
All right, Casey, thanks.
Well,